Is your vehicle not running like it used to? Maybe it's just underperforming because of some things you are not doing? Today, we'll cover 15 fuel additive tricks that will protect your engine, clean hidden components, and keep your car running like new. And you'll want to see the last one, because it fixes a problem that ruins thousands of fuel pumps every year. Number 1. Use PEA-based cleaners for injectors. The most powerful fuel additives are those with polyethyramine, or PEA, a detergent strong enough to dissolve carbon deposits inside injectors, intake valves, and combustion chambers. Unlike cheaper alcohol blends, PEA burns completely, leaving no residue and restoring spray patterns to factory condition. Drivers often notice smoother idling, quicker throttle response, and improved fuel economy after just one tank with a PEA-based cleaner. Long-term, it prevents the buildup that causes misfires and expensive injector replacements. Look for PEA on the label. Products without it rarely provide real results. The next trick is not about cleaning, it's about moisture, and using the right additive can stop water in your tank from corroding injectors and freezing fuel lines. Number 2. Additives that remove water from fuel. Moisture in the tank is a silent killer, especially during seasonal changes when condensation builds up. Water settles at the bottom of the tank, where it can rust injectors, corrode fuel pumps, or even freeze in cold weather. Fuel additives with water removers, often alcohol-based, help disperse moisture so it burns off safely with the fuel. This small step prevents hard starts, rough idling, and corrosion that shortens the life of the entire fuel system. Used a few times a year, especially before winter, these additives protect parts that would otherwise cost thousands to replace. Keeping fuel dry is one of the simplest ways to extend car life. Our next trick focuses on lubrication, because modern fuels are drier than ever, and the right additive can prevent pumps and injectors from wearing out too soon. Number 3. Lubricity boosters for fuel pumps. Ultra-low sulfur fuel is cleaner for emissions, but harsher on mechanical parts. It lacks the natural lubricants that older fuels had, which means high-pressure fuel pumps and injectors wear faster. Additives with lubricity enhancers coat these parts with a protective film, reducing friction and heat during operation. This prevents premature pump failure, smoother injector operation, and avoids the whining noises that often signal wear. For diesel engines especially, lubricity additives are the difference between a pump that lasts 80,000 miles and one that runs past 200,000. Even in gasoline systems, the added protection pays off in longer fuel system life. The next trick is about stabilizers, because what happens inside your tank during long storage can decide whether your car starts clean or refuses to run at all. Number 4. Fuel stabilizers for storage. When fuel sits for weeks or months, it begins to oxidize and form varnish that clogs injectors and carburetors. This is especially common in cars that are stored over winter or only driven occasionally. A fuel stabilizer additive stops this chemical breakdown, keeping gasoline fresh for up to a year. Stabilized fuel prevents hard starts, gummed up lines, and deposits that would otherwise require a full system cleaning. Classic car owners and seasonal drivers rely on this trick to make sure their engines fire up smoothly after sitting. Using it before long-term storage is one of the easiest ways to avoid expensive spring repairs. Our next trick is all about Octane and how the right additive can stop engine knock before it damages pistons and valves. Number 5. Octane boosters for knock prevention. Engine knock happens when fuel ignites too early under pressure, creating damaging shock waves in the cylinders. Over time, this leads to cracked pistons, worn bearings, and warped valves. Octane booster additives raise the fuel's resistance to knock, letting the engine run smoother and safer under load. These boosters are especially useful in older performance cars or engines designed for premium fuel that sometimes get filled with lower octane gas. By improving combustion timing, they protect the engine from destructive detonation while restoring lost power. It is a small addition at the pump that can prevent major mechanical failures. The next trick targets carbon buildup directly, using additives that clean valves so air and fuel flow freely into the engine. Number 6. Valve cleaning additives. Carbon deposits on intake valves restrict airflow, reduce efficiency, and eventually cause rough idling or misfires. Direct injection engines are especially prone to this, since fuel no longer washes over the valves. Additives designed to clean valve deposits work their way through the combustion process, softening and removing carbon that would otherwise harden into rock-like buildup. Regular use of these products keeps valves clean, ensures proper air-fuel mixing, and restores lost horsepower. It also reduces long-term stress on ignition coils and spark plugs by maintaining smooth combustion. A cleaner intake path means better performance, and fewer costly repairs. Our next trick is all about emissions, because certain additives can extend the life of catalytic converters and oxygen sensors by preventing harmful deposits. Number 7. Additives that protect catalytic converters. A clogged catalytic converter is one of the most expensive repairs most drivers face. Some fuel additives are formulated to reduce carbon buildup and burn fuel more completely, preventing unburned residue from coating the converter. This keeps exhaust flow smooth and emissions under control. By maintaining clean combustion, these additives also protect oxygen sensors from contamination, ensuring accurate readings for the ECU. A healthy exhaust system improves fuel economy, keeps check engine lights off, and avoids the $1,000 plus replacement cost of a failed converter. Protecting this system with additives is an easy win for long-term reliability. The next trick helps during cold starts, when engines are most vulnerable, by using additives that improve ignition in low temperatures. Number 8. Cold start ignition improvers. Engines suffer the most wear during cold starts because fuel does not vaporize efficiently in low temperatures. Special cold start additives help fuel ignite more easily, reducing strain on the starter, battery, and ignition system. They also limit the unburned fuel that washes down cylinder walls, which can dilute oil and increase wear. For drivers in colder climates, this trick means faster starts, smoother idling, and less white smoke on freezing mornings. Long-term, it reduces damage caused by repeated cold starts and keeps internal components well protected. Using these additives before winter is one of the smartest ways to extend engine life. Our next trick focuses on cleaning the fuel lines themselves, ensuring that the path from tank to injectors stays clear and efficient. Number 9. Fuel line cleaners. Over time, varnish and microscopic debris can collect inside fuel lines, restricting flow and stressing the fuel pump. Additives designed to clean fuel lines dissolve these deposits and keep the system clear from tank to injector. A clean line means steady fuel pressure and smoother delivery under all driving conditions. This trick is especially valuable for older vehicles or cars that have sat unused for long periods. By preventing clogs, fuel line cleaners reduce pump strain, improve throttle response, and help maintain consistent fuel economy. Keeping the delivery system clean is essential for long-lasting reliability. The next trick is all about protecting diesel engines, where additives can stop waxing and gelling that would otherwise shut a vehicle down in freezing weather. Number 10. Anti-gel additives for diesel engines. Diesel fuel thickens in freezing temperatures, forming wax crystals that block filters and starve the engine of fuel. Anti-gel additives lower the fuel's pour point, keeping it fluid even in extreme cold. This ensures reliable starts and steady operation when temperatures drop below zero. Without these additives, diesel trucks often face hard starts, stalling, or complete shutdown during winter. By treating fuel before the cold hits, drivers avoid costly tow bills and injector damage caused by dry starts. Anti-gel protection is a must for keeping diesel engines alive in harsh climates. Our next trick improves combustion efficiency in any car, using additives that help fuel burn more completely for more power and fewer deposits. Number 11. Combustion enhancers for cleaner burns. Some fuel additives are engineered to increase the efficiency of the burn inside the cylinder. By optimizing flame speed and stabilizing combustion, they ensure more of the fuel's energy is converted into power, instead of wasted as soot. This reduces deposits on pistons, valves, and spark plugs while improving overall fuel economy. Cleaner combustion also lowers emissions and extends the lifespan of catalytic converters. Drivers often report smoother acceleration and reduced knocking after a few tanks. It is a simple way to get both performance and longevity benefits from the same additive. The next trick is aimed at the tank itself, using additives that prevent rust and corrosion where most drivers never think to look. Number 12. Corrosion inhibitors for fuel tanks. Moisture and impurities in fuel can slowly corrode the inside of a gas tank. Once rust begins, flakes break loose and travel through the fuel system, clogging filters, injectors, and even damaging the pump. Additives with corrosion inhibitors coat the metal surfaces inside the tank, blocking moisture from attacking bare steel. This is especially important for vehicles that sit unused for weeks or months, since stagnant fuel accelerates rust formation. By protecting the tank, these additives extend the life of the entire fuel system and prevent sudden breakdowns caused by rust particles. It is cheap insurance for one of the most expensive parts of the car to replace. Our next trick focuses on deposits you cannot see, targeting the combustion chamber to prevent hotspots that lead to knocking and long-term engine wear. Number 13. Combustion chamber deposit removers. Over time, carbon buildup in the combustion chamber creates hotspots that trigger pre-ignition and engine knock. Additives formulated to remove these deposits break them down gradually, restoring the chamber to a cleaner state. This reduces stress on pistons, lowers cylinder temperatures, and keeps compression ratios stable. Regular use of these additives maintains efficient combustion and prevents the gradual power loss many drivers mistake for normal aging. It also extends spark plug life by reducing fouling and helps keep emission systems working correctly. A cleaner chamber means smoother power delivery and a much longer-lasting engine. The next trick is about sulfur, because a small additive can neutralize its effects and save exhaust systems from early failure. Number 14. Sulfur neutralizing additives. Low-quality fuels can still contain trace amounts of sulfur, which form acidic byproducts during combustion. These acids attack exhaust components, corrode sensors, and shorten the life of catalytic converters. Sulfur-neutralizing additives counteract this process by chemically stabilizing the fuel, reducing acid formation before it reaches the exhaust. This protection is especially valuable for vehicles that rack up high mileage or spend long hours idling, where exhaust systems are exposed for longer periods. Using these additives helps keep emissions equipment healthy and prevents costly replacements. It is a behind-the-scenes safeguard that most drivers never even realize their car needs. Our final trick is about injector maintenance, and it uses additives that keep spray patterns sharp, so engines stay efficient even past 200,000 miles.
Number 15. Injector maintenance additives. Injectors are precision components that must spray fuel in a fine mist for proper combustion. Even minor deposits can distort the spray pattern, leading to uneven burns, misfires, and lost power. Injector maintenance additives prevent buildup on the tips, keeping spray consistent and combustion efficient. When used regularly, these additives extend injector life, improve throttle response, and maintain strong fuel economy. They are one of the simplest long-term tricks for avoiding costly injector replacements. Clean injectors mean a cleaner, stronger engine that can run reliably for hundreds of thousands of miles. Most drivers assume fuel additives are just hype, but the right ones can keep a car running strong for years. The advantage is, you don't need a mechanic, only the discipline to choose the right bottle at the right time. With consistent use, these additives prevent breakdowns, improve fuel economy, and extend the life of injectors, pumps, and sensors. Which of these tricks have you already used, and which one are you planning to try next? Share your experience in the comments so other drivers can learn from it. If this breakdown gave you the insight you needed, tap like, send it to a fellow driver, and subscribe for more breakdowns like this.